Welcome to the Gospel with the Church Fathers. Today is the Thursday of the 6th week in Ordinary Time. Thank you for watching, and please share this episode with your family, friends, and on social media. Thank you. Today's Gospel is from St. Mark, chapter 8, verses 27 through 33, and the commentaries are from St. Theophylactus, Origen, Pseudo-Chrysostom, St. Bede, and St. John Chrysostom. The Gospel. Jesus and his disciples set out for the village of Caesarea Philippi. Along the way, he asked his disciples, "Who do people say that I am?" They said in reply, "John the Baptist, others Elijah, still others one of the prophets." And he asked them, "But who do you say that I am?" Peter said to him in reply, "You are the Christ." Then he warned them not to tell anyone about him. He began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer greatly, and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and rise after 3 days. He spoke this openly. Then Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. At this he turned around, and looking at his disciples, rebuked Peter, and said, "Get behind me, Satan! You are thinking not as God does, but as human beings do." The Commentaries. St. Theophylactus. After taking his disciples afar from the Jews, he then asks them concerning himself, that they might speak the truth without fear of the Jews. Wherefore it is said, "And Jesus entered, and his disciples, into the town of Caesarea Philippi." For many thought that John had risen from the dead, as even Herod believed, and that he had performed miracles after his resurrection. After, however, having inquired into the opinion of others, he asks them what was the belief of their own minds on this point. Wherefore it continues, "And he saith unto them, But whom say ye that I am?" St. John Chrysostom. From the manner, however, itself of the question, he leads them to a higher feeling, and to higher thoughts concerning him, that they might not agree with the multitude. But the next words show what the head of the disciples, the mouth of the apostles, answered. When all were asked, Peter answereth, and saith unto him, "Thou art the Christ." Origen. Or else Mark and Luke, as they wrote that Peter answered, "Thou art the Christ," without adding what is put down in Matthew, "the Son of the living God," so they omitted to relate the blessing which was conferred on this confession. And it goes on, he charged them that they should tell no man of him. St. Theophylactus. But after the Lord had accepted the confession of the disciples, who called him the true God, he then reveals to them the mystery of the cross. Wherefore it goes on, "And he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things, and be rejected of the elders, and of the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. And he spake that saying openly," that is, concerning his future passion. But his disciples did not understand the order of the truth, neither could they comprehend his resurrection, but thought it better that he should not suffer. St. John Chrysostom. The reason, however, why the Lord told them this was to show that after his cross and resurrection, Christ must be preached by his witnesses. Again, Peter alone, from the fervor of his disposition, had the boldness to dispute about these things. Wherefore it goes on, "And Peter took him up and began to rebuke him." St. Bede. This, however, he speaks with the feelings of a man who loves and desires, as if he said, "This cannot be, neither can mine ears receive that the Son of God is to be slain." Pseudo-Chrysostom. But he saith not to the devil, when tempting him, "Get thee behind me." But to Peter he saith, "Get thee behind me," that is, follow me, and resist not the design of my voluntary passion. There follows, "For thou savorest not the things which be of God, but which be of men."